Good evening, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone has had a great day, as always. Just before we get into tonight's video, make sure that you're smashing a like on it. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. You could do me a solid and just hit that subscribe button. It is free and it will really help me out. And also hit the notification bell so that you're aware of when I'm uploading and going live. I'm probably going to do a few live streams over the weekend for the Cardiff game, so make sure that you keep it locked and hit the note and get all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, guys. And this is one where I will be reading the comments. Now, I was going to do a typical bite-sized Leeds upload tonight where I speak about all the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club, but I feel like tonight, of all nights, it's like a tribute sort of thing, I guess, to Luke Ayling. Obviously, Luke Ayling, as we all know, has left Leeds United today and joined Middlesbrough on loan for the remainder of the season. But obviously, his contract expires at Leeds at the end of the season, so that brings an end to an amazing career at the club. And it really does feel like the end of an era. And, we had it last January when Click left. Obviously, we've seen Pablo Hernandez leave, Berardi leave, Calvin Phillips leave, which was a real tough one to take given that he is a Leeds lad. But this one, I don't know if it's just because it's the day that it's happened, but this one feels different. It feels really different. And I think, like I've just said, it's because that end of an era is really starting to come to fruition now. Cooper's been linked with Stoke. Dallas is Dallas really going to come back the same player? Probably not. And we could be in a scenario where, come the start of next season, we've seen Ayling leave, Cooper leave, and Dallas leave. That is a very likely scenario now, as those players I don't believe are going to get contract renewals. And yeah, look, even though I've had my opinion on Luke Ayling for the last sort of 12 months, maybe a bit longer, but mainly the last 12 months, where his performances have just not been up to the standard. However, this video is not going to be negative. This video is just to discuss what an amazing player, what an amazing person has just left our football club. Not many players sign for Leeds and embrace the fan base, embrace the club, embrace the city and the community, quite like Luke Ayling. Now, Calvin Phillips obviously embraced everything. He was a Leeds lad. Liam Cooper obviously embraces everything. He's club captain and he's a Leeds fan. As he hasn't played for Leeds his whole career, but he's a Leeds fan. But Luke Ayling, came from Bristol. He'd been in the Arsenal youth setup, but he was at Yeovil, then Bristol City, and then obviously we signed him for 200 grand, which in today's market is absolute peanuts. Probably the best, pound for pound signing that we have ever made in the club's history. I mean, 200 grand we've spent on him, and we have got a lot for our money in memories, in performances, in goals, in shithousery, banter, leadership. We've got it. We've had it all in abundance with Luke Ayling. And yeah, do I feel that this was the right time for him to be moved on? Yes. But does it make it any easier to deal with? No. It's been a very sad day. I'll be honest, I haven't been sat crying or anything. It's not like that, but like I say, guys, it just feels like that Bielsa era is really starting to move on to, to end. That era at Leeds where Bielsa came in. Obviously, Ayling was already at the club pre Bielsa. I think he signed under Gary Monk, I believe, because I think he came in the season that Bartley was signed because he's mates with Kyle Bartley. I think it all came about because Bartley had already signed and then they were on holiday together. And Ayling jokingly said to Kyle Bartley, hit me up if Leeds need a right back. A few months later or a few weeks later, whatever, he was a Leeds player. Um, so I think we've got Kyle Bartley to thank for the amazing memories that Luke Ayling's given us. But really, under Bielsa, he really made that right back position his own. The overlapping runs, the energy, the enthusiasm, the intensity. He gave us 110% every time he wore that white shirt. And I'm wearing this white shirt today because this is the first season in the Premier League shirt where times were just very, very good. Um, the nutmeg on Mane, the goal at Old Trafford on that opening day of the season. Yes, we got hammered in that game, but the strike from Luke Ayling was unbelievable. The air guitars, the ponytail, letting his hair out. Yeah, just an amazing bloke. Like I say, he was always doing things for the local charities. It was out in Leeds City Centre doing the marching out together, um, going to the children's wards on the hospitals. And I know a lot of the players do that, but Luke Ayling, you could tell, made it his mission to get involved with things off the pitch as well as on the pitch. And I cannot thank not just Luke Ayling, but all of that promotion team under Bielsa for giving me some of the best times that I've ever had supporting this club. And as someone who does kind of have a little bit of a stutter, a little bit of a stammer, you might have noticed it on this video and all of my other videos. It can happen to me sometimes. And for Luke Ayling to come out so openly and publicly and speak about his issues with his stammer and the confidence side of things and the anxiety that comes with it. I maybe not on Luke Ayling's scale, but I kind of have an idea of what it feels like. And yeah, for him to speak about that so openly and honestly was really inspiring. It was, and I can't thank him enough for that. But Middlesbrough are getting an absolute warrior, someone that you would really want, as Cooper said on his statement about it, someone that you would want to go in the trenches with, in the good times and the bad. You would want a Luke Ayling in your dressing room. He'll definitely improve Middlesbrough's back line, 100%. And it's a good job he's on loan because I don't believe he'll be able to play against us either, which is good. Or there may be a clause in there which means he can because he's probably not coming back. I don't know. But seeing him with the Middlesbrough scarf and the red shirt on today just didn't sit right with me. It just didn't look right. And it will take some getting used to, 100%. Players like Rafinha, players like Rodrigo, yeah, they were great players for us, but they kind of come and go. But Luke Ayling has been at the club for nearly 8 years, and it all of the good times that I've had supporting this club, Luke Ayling has been a part of. So yeah, it's been some unbelievable moments. Hit me up in the comments, guys, with your favourite Luke Ayling moment. If I had to pick, it's tough to pick one. It's really tough to pick one. I have like a top three, I think. The two games against Wolves in the Premier League, obviously the winner in the first one in added time where he did the Robbie Keane, and then last season where he scored the header at the same end and did the Robbie Keane once again. I mean, he owns Molineux. Um, that were a great. Both those games were really, really good moments. Um, the goal against Huddersfield, was probably one of the last goals we saw pre-COVID. Um, where he did the air guitar and he let his hair down. Again, unbelievable, great moment. And one that really does stick out to me as well is also from the promotion season, and it's when he did the interview after the Forest game. Maybe not the greatest of moments, but in a way it was, because after that interview, Leeds United went on an unbelievable run, ended up winning the league, and we got promoted back to the promised land. And it felt like a real turning point in that season. And for him to come out again, given his stammer and things like that, for him to come out, face the music, be open and honest about the form at the time and that he needed to improve, blah, blah, blah. And then we went on that unbelievable run and got promoted. So, yeah, like I say, it'll feel very strange now knowing that Luke Ayling is not at the club. But like I said at the beginning, guys, the dominoes could start to fall now. We could see a scenario where this time next year, Cooper's gone, Stuart Dallas has gone, and then you're looking at it and all the players that started Bielsa's first ever game will have moved on. And that will be sad then, I think. When obviously today's sad, but I think when Cooper and Dallas move on, maybe Bamford as well, once they move on, it'll feel like the Bielsa days are really gone now. But yeah, like I say, guys, different sort of video today, but I wanted to come on and just obviously share my um respect towards Luke Ayling and just give him like my own little chatting lead send off for him, which sounds like he's dead. He isn't dead, he's alive and well. um And obviously, Leeds are hoping to get him at the Preston game next week as well, to give him a proper send off in front of Ellen Road. I'm sure there won't be a dry eye in the house if that is the case. I hope that's the case, though, because he does deserve that. I know he had it at Peterborough with the away end, but he deserves a proper Ellen Road send off, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of your guys' opinions as well. So we'll bring the video to a close there, guys. If you've enjoyed this one, make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure that you are subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell, along with getting all of your comments in. Share your favourite Luke Ayling moment. I'll be interested to see what it says, and I will see you in the next one. And finally from me, thanks, Luke Ayling.